Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making an egusi soup. This is not just your regular egusi soup. This one is egusi soup wey make sense, the big deal. Oh yeah, sit back and relax. Enjoy this video to the end. Let's begin. Hello guys, these are the ingredients we'll be using for today's egusi soup recipe. We'll be making use of dried fish. I'm going to wash the fish and remove the bone from the fish. I'm making use of uziza leaf and ugu, aka fluted pumpkin. I'm using it in the ratio of 3:1. Uziza leaf should be much than the ugu leaf. My scotch bonnet, my ogiri okpei, my palm oil. Everything will be in the description box in the ratio I used. My oporo and my dried fish, I grinded them together. My uziza leaf, okporoko, aka stockfish, egusi, the oga of the day. I grinded it with osu. Osu is a thickener for egusi soup. My yellow scotch bonnet for that sizzling spicy aroma. My cayenne pepper, aka sombo. My red meat. Let's begin. I've finished washing my meat. I'm using 120 pieces of meat. I'm going to add 2 bulbs of red onions, 3 seasoning cubes, not cubes, and a tablespoon of mixed soup spice. I'm going to add the 2 bulbs of onions, half kettle of water, and mix everything together with a ladle. Then I'm going to cover the pot. I'll allow it to cook for 20 minutes before adding my pepper, some portion of the pepper with Ogiri Okpei. I'm going to add half kettle of water. My girl is helping me with removing the uziza leaf from the stem. She's going to wash it and slice it after this. I have washed my stockfish. I'm going to blend my pepper. In this blender, I have onions, red scotch bonnet, yellow scotch bonnet, cayenne pepper. In the last portion of pepper I'm going to blend, I'm going to add the Ogiri Okpei. That I'm going to pour that portion into my meat so that the meat will have more flavor. Add the red pepper to the shampoo I've grinded. I'm going to remove the stick used in smoking this fish. I'm going to remove the gills. All those unwanted stuff in the head, I'm going to remove it. Make sure you wash your fish with warm water. It should be a bit hot though, so that it can remove any kind of dates on it. That's it. I'm going to add my washed stockfish to the meat. I'm going to turn it after adding it, then close it to boil for another 10 minutes before adding the portion of pepper with Ogiri Okpei. I'm going to add the portion of pepper I blended with my Ogiri Okpei. I'll pour it into the pot. This will boost the flavor of the soup, and this will add this sweet, I don't know how to explain it, but it will add a very delicious taste to your meat. Please try this method if you have never tried it before. I'm going to allow it to cook for 15 more minutes. If I'll check my meat, then I'll scoop out the meat from the pot, then fry my egusi. I'm going to add half of the fish. I'm going to stir it. This is how the stock looks. As you can see, it's very thick. I'm going to check my meat. I'm going to put all my meats here. I'm going to pour in my palm oil. I'm using about 3 cups of palm oil, though I didn't use the measurement, but I was able to, I've been doing this for a while. I'm going to add my onions, my red onions. I used about 2 bulbs again. I'm going to pour in my stock water into the egusi. I'm going to pour in half of the bucket into the egusi. It makes the egusi have a special taste because it's a meat stock. Now egusi already have a delicious taste before you start frying it. I don't know, but that is how I make my own. I know it makes it very delicious. Now that I've fried my onions for about 3 minutes, I'm going to add the grinded dry fish and oporo. I'm going to fry it. I'm going to add about 3 cups of crayfish. Crayfish makes egusi soup very rich and delicious. I don't use too much Maggi or seasoning to cook my food. I depend mostly on what I add in the soup. I'm going to stir it and add 1 cup of oil more to it because this will make it easy for me to fry the egusi because the crayfish has absorbed all the oil. I'm going to add my blended shombo, scotch bonnet, yellow pepper. I'm going to add all of them. I will allow it to cook for 3 minutes because I didn't use tomato and I don't like using tomato in my egusi. Then I'll start adding the egusi after cooking for 3 minutes. You know the egusi is hot as a result of pouring the stock water in it. So all these things, little things makes all the difference in whatever you are cooking. The method, the steps, they contribute to the deliciousness of any soup. I'm going to turn and mix everything together. I cooked it for like 2 minutes before adding the stock water. I did this to allow the egusi cook for more time. I added the remaining stock water to it. I mixed everything together. Then I added the remaining half kettle of water to the egusi. And I made sure the water was hot. I had to place it in the other side of my gas. I made sure it was hot so that as soon as I'm pouring it in, the egusi is boiling again. I'm going to add the remaining part of my stock, my fish, the dried fish. I used a half. Remember, I've added a half before in the meat, so I'm going to add the remaining half. I'm going to cover the pot. I'm going to add my meat so that everything can boil together. I'm going to add enough cubes, 5 seasoning cubes. I'm going to add my fluted pumpkin, the ugu. I'm going to add my uziza leaf. I like using more of uziza leaf because the taste is better than ugu in Egusi soup. It has this special aroma to it, so I use it more. I use it in the ratio of 3:2, no, 3:1. And making my Egusi soup. If you perceive the aroma coming from this Egusi soup, it makes sense that this kind of Egusi soup, after eating it, you just sleep off. That's the next thing to do. I'll put off the gas. I'm going to put off the gas. I'll close our egusi soup. Yeah, this is how I make my gari. Is that weird? I don't know, but that's how I make my gari. It kind of makes my gari very smooth. It makes it have a similar texture to fufu. Yeah, I like fufu so much, so sometimes I just make my gari like this so that I can eat it in place of fufu. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Please give us a thumbs up if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. See you in my next video. Bye.